In this video, we're going to talk about the top marketing strategies for OnlyFans creators in 2024. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gavin. I run a six-figure per month OnlyFans management agency. I've been in this business since 2021, and collectively across our agency and all our creators, we've generated millions of dollars in sales since we started. So the first one is super obvious. It's social media. You're going to want to post photos, short form content, even long form video content if you're able to create it on all the channels that you could possibly think of: Instagram, Reels, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube. All right. So you want to maximize the content that you're creating and distribute it as much as you can across all the channels that you can think of and that you have access to. The other top methods would be to do shout out for shout out with creators on the platform. For this, I recommend that you have a free page and you treat it sort of like a marketing page. The objective of the free page is for collaborations so that you can find other creators to swap feed post shout outs with. You could even do mass DM swaps, whatever it is that you want to do with other creators so that you can collaborate together and leverage their fan base and your fan base and swap them, because the idea behind competitiveness on the OnlyFans platform is not really there. I found that even when we send subscribers from one page to another, that subscriber will end up buying content from both creators. So it creates a win-win situation in most cases when creators are able to share each other and share their audiences and really collaborate, because these subscribers, they don't really care. They're all addicted to this type of content and this type of experience. So they are perfectly willing to spend $1,000 on one creator and then go to another creator and spend $1,000 on her as well. So you don't really need to worry too much about like, oh, if I share my page, my audience with this creator, am I going to lose subs to her? It's not really the case. It's more like if I share this fan base with this creator, she's going to get some of mine, I'm going to get some of her, and we're both going to win. The other methods is through paid advertising. Now, I've seen some agencies do like Google ads or like Facebook ads. In my opinion, this doesn't really work. I think the cost of advertising on these big platforms has gotten way too high. And if you look at the CPMs that you end up having to pay, it's much too expensive for it to be profitable over the long run for a creator. It's much better to spend advertising dollars to other creators for promotions on OnlyFans, or to do something like meme page promos on IG or Twitter. This way you're getting a much better CPM and you're getting followers at a much cheaper rate than you would on like Meta ads or Google ads, for example. But all these channels do work, and depending on your marketing budget, you might want to explore all these opportunities that are available to you. The other thing to note on paid advertising is that you really shouldn't expect an ROI right away. It's a little bit naive to think, okay, I'm going to buy this meme page promo for 200,000 impressions and get an ROI from it immediately. OnlyFans is a business that requires a ton of volume and a ton of reach in order to get like a high volume of sales. So what you should do when you're buying promotions is think of it more of an investment. Like, okay, I'm gonna set aside a certain budget, buy a certain amount of promos, which will get me hopefully X amount of impressions. These X amount of impressions will get me this many followers. This many followers will get me this much engagement on my post. And I will now be able to take my account from maybe getting 10K per post on average for my reach. Instead, I'll get like 20K. Other things that will help with the improvement of your ad performance is having really good ads, depending on the type of page that you're running. So you need to test a lot of ads. If you're doing like meme page promo or like babe page promo, for the most part, you want to be testing ads that are pretty naughty and going to get a lot of attention. So either they got to be really out there, something very surprising or shocking, not explicit. You don't want to give away the goods for free, but like pretty naughty in the sense that it's going to shock people. Like, wow, like I can't believe she did this on social media or something like that. And those two things will get you a lot of reach and a lot of followers, which will then increase the amount of engagement that your page will get. And then the last type of promo that you can really do effectively is like if you have a specific brand or niche that you're focusing on, focus on running ads to just that brand or niche. For example, if you're in the basketball niche, what you want to do is probably pay basketball pages per promo. You will probably have to pay a premium for these type of advertisements on these pages because they're so niche down, but your conversion will be much higher on your brand or niche pages because the interests are similar and the followers will have a greater connection to you right away, rather than post like on a babe page where a bunch of guys just like girls, and then you might be an Asian girl, for example, and then okay, we're going to convert a bunch of guys who just like girls to the Asian page, right? It's going to be a smaller percentage that sub from a page of like, okay, all these guys like basketball, and then we have a basketball girl. There's going to be a higher percentage of conversion there. So those are the ways that you should think about paid advertising when you're marketing your OnlyFans. And between those three things, that will be enough to get you anywhere between 50 to 200K a month, depending on how much budget you spend on yourself. The final way to promote your OnlyFans is to do publicity or like do public stunts. This means going like on podcasts or shows where you can get featured on them on TV or anything on the internet that has a large audience in which you can be featured in. This will bring subscribers to your account as well. Not a lot of people want to do this because they don't want to build their brand or image around being an OnlyFans girl, which is perfectly fine. You can be a perfectly profitable and high earning creator by just doing things we talked about earlier in this video. But if you really want to ascend to that like 500K, 1 million a month level, then that would be the next step for you after you've nailed all the basics down. So these are all the ways that you could think about promoting your OnlyFans. My recommendation is always start with social media, try to get traffic for free just by using your time to create content, and then ascend up to the other levels that we talked about in this video. If you have any questions on how to promote your OnlyFans, feel free to reach out to me on Telegram. I will link my Telegram channel down below. And then if you're a creator and you want help with these kind of things, feel free to reach out to our agency. I'll put a link in the description below to our agency where you can get in touch with myself or someone on our team who will be glad to evaluate whether or not you're a good fit for our agency long term. All right. Thank you.